What is up, guys? How are y'all doing today? Welcome back to the channel for a very special in the kitchen with retro video. It's a Christmas themed, right? Obviously you saw the title. I am making a Christmas pizza today, Christmas turkey pizza, if you will. I seen DiGiorno makes a Thanksgiving pizza, so that's where I got the inspiration for this video. So I am going to give credit where it's due. That was my inspiration for doing this video. Basically, it's a turkey pizza, right? They call it a Thanksgiving pizza because that's when they have it out. I don't know if they have it out during, like, through Christmas also. I've never seen it out in the wild there. At my local stores, I've just seen it online. But I'm like, you know what? I could make it myself, right? Just get my favorite ingredients, for whether it is Thanksgiving or Christmas, right? Because for Christmas, I like turkey also for Christmas, not just for Thanksgiving, right? Those are the two big days I do eat turkey a lot. But this can be a little different, right? So yeah, welcome back. I think this is going to turn out lovely. It was time for my $2 ad on Atlas, or Sabam, 2 Atlas bucks. All right, we're good for another 20 minutes. All right, yes, let's just dive in. So I got my crust already on the pan. A little bit of olive oil on the pan at first. This is a store-bought crust. It's like kind of the refrigerated kind. It's in a roll, okay? So either Pillsbury, or in this case, I went with the store brand because it was cheaper. So, and I'm going to say it's pretty close to being just as good. Maybe not, maybe just a tad down, maybe just not quite there, but it's close enough for me. So sometimes I do go ahead and buy the Pillsbury if I, want to splurge a little bit. But in this case, this is a store brand, refrigerated pizza crust. All right, let's get started here. I got my turkey gravy already ready here. Okay, so that's going to be my sauce. Okay. So, and this is the gravy that I use. Try to put it back together. Yeah, the Pioneer. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that brand. Pioneer brand, turkey gravy. So that's the base. That's going to be my sauce. So let's just get started here. Let's put some gravy, right, on here. If you guys haven't seen the movie Nick of Time with Johnny Depp and Christopher Walken, I would encourage you to do so. It's a good movie, and yeah, that's where when I emphasize gravy like that, Christopher Walken, he plays a good part in it. Johnny Depp's okay in it too, but Christopher Walken is the villain, and he played a good character. But yeah, and at one point in the movie, he says that he's like I'll make gravy out of like somebody or something like that. So maybe I'll play a clip here so in case you've never seen it.
If you got doubts about what's going to happen if you don't deliver, let me tell you something. I make gravy out of your little girl just to season that black Irish cocksucker's meat.
And at first I thought those were lumps in the gravy. I'm like, I'm stirring this thing vigorously. But then I'm like, wait a minute. I just grabbed a little piece. I'm like, that's like not a powder. That's like a solid. It's actually little pieces of meat. Like on the package it says it's like actually like chicken. So it's like actually got chicken meat, dehydrated chicken meat in the gravy there. I like decent sauce on my pizza, so I'm gonna go decent on the gravy. And I'm actually gonna put a little bit more on it after I get some more stuff on here. All right, that's enough for that first layer. Now this is the turkey I'm using. Oscar Mayer. This is the mesquite smoked turkey breast. Okay, so this is lunch meat. This is what I'm doing here. Okay, I'm not doing like a full size turkey and cutting into it. This is kind of on the frugal end, right? So yeah, I think that mesquite might give it a little kick, like bam, yeah, like Cobra Kai style, right? Give it a little kick there with the mesquite turkey. So, it's gonna be like this here. So I'm just gonna kind of just tear it tear it in pieces, you know. We want that turkey though in the gravy, and I might double fold it like that. Yeah, let's do it that way. That way it's got a little bit of a thickness there. I'm glad. Yeah, that's. I think it's better. Yeah, like this, fold it in half, and maybe just like 2 pieces. So let's just let's do that one. Fold it in half. That way it's like kind of thicker. That way it's not so thin, right? So yeah, Merry Christmas. How'd you do this year? How'd the year treat you? You know, it was okay. You know, we're still here. Unfortunately, I was hoping Jesus would come get us, but he's still waiting on you guys. Whoever's out there, he's still waiting on you. That you haven't believed in him yet. So whoever you are, you're holding it up. Believe in him so we can go. So we can get on that Rapture Train Express. Hopefully maybe next year, right? Or maybe heck, I still say it could happen any day. Be ready any day. You know, don't put it off. Believe in him before it is too late, right? That's the thing. Now is the best time ever to do it. Okay, I'm trying to squeeze that one in there. Might be able to get a little bit more. Okay, well, let's go over here. Yeah, we want good coverage here. Oh wait, yeah. Yeah, we want this bottom. We want this thing covered here. We want some good coverage on a turkey. Kind of like Donato's, right? Edge to edge toppings. There you go. All right, maybe. Wait a minute. No, that was just a single layer. So would you guys have ever thought of this? A Christmas turkey pizza. Maybe right there. Okay. I think that's enough for the turkey. Now we're going to go with some corn. Put some corn there. This is frozen corn. This is the, well, you can't, I tore that off too. There we go. There's the top of it. Bird's Eye frozen corn. That's become my favorite as of late. Now it is still a little warm, but it's not like, yeah, it cooled off some. I'm not burning my fingers, just, not doing this fresh out of the microwave or anything. So yeah, this is like a Christmas dinner, but just on a pizza, right? Okay, I think that's pretty good on the corn. Now we need some stuffing. Just grab it. I'm just grabbing it. My hands are clean. Yes, always wash your hands, okay? Food safety. This is stuffing. Yeah, always wash your hands before handling food, especially for those of you that got animals in the house and, you love your animals and you handle them. It's like, they do carry germs and fungus and virus and stuff. It's documented, they did testing and all that. So yeah, wash your hands. You don't want to get sick. I know I don't. Getting sick ain't fun. So yeah, I'm just grabbing this. This stuffing's fully cooked, fully absorbed all the water, and it's fully cool. The oven's gonna heat it back up when I'm baking it. There you go. I think that's pretty good on the stuffing. What do we got next? Well, we gotta have some potatoes, right? So what I did is I cut some potatoes up in little cubes, right? And these are fully cooked, right? Did them in the microwave. I have this like Potato Express bag for the microwave, doing potatoes in there. That's like for, if you don't bake potatoes, but I cut them up in cubes, that way it cooks faster, right? You're like that guy on Papa John's. You guys seen that Papa John's kid on there? He's like a young man. got to be in his 20s, but he's funny to watch. He's like makes all kinds of weird pizzas, and he's kind of comical too, though. So that's the other part of it. So hopefully that's one thing about the channel is like my hopefully you dig me and my personality and all that stuff. It's like I remember sometime back some girls like, you're got good content, but you need your camera work needs improving. And it's like, look, lady, it's just me. I don't have a camera guy. I do the camera work. I do the editing. I'm like the Lone Ranger. Well, actually, not even that, because he had Tonto. So I'm it, right? So there you go. That's some nice coverage on those potatoes. What do you think? There you go. Potatoes, okay. Alright, now we're going to go with the cheese next. Actually, no. First going to drizzle a little bit more gravy over these potatoes. Just trying to drizzle a leg. Just like a light drizzle. Get that turkey gravy flavor all throughout the pizza, right? Not trying to go too heavy on it there. All right, that's good. Now the cheese. And here's the thing. I'm not going like a normal pizza, like, lots of cheese. I'm just going kind of a little bit. It's not going to be a full covering. I still want to see stuff through it. So, but I just want a little bit of covering of cheese just to kind of help keep the moisture down in there, because it'll help keep everything from drying out. So let's just do a nice little something like this. Hand shredded. That might be it. Yeah, this is not like a normal pizza where I'd want it, covered with cheese, like lots of cheese. Just kind of like that, I guess. And might need just one more swipe there. Okay. Now this probably would just be your Thanksgiving pizza. Okay, so since this is a Christmas turkey pizza, we need some green and red in it, right? So for the green, I'm going with green peppers. Now you could go with green beans, I guess, too. But I decided to go with green peppers on this one. Not too much there, just kind of spread out. I could have cut a little bit more. Try to get it all evenly there. But yeah, I guess actually this is probably good on the peppers, because again, you don't want it to, just like the cheese, you don't want it to overpower. Okay, and if you put too much on it, it's going to like, this is a pepper pizza, right? It's like, I'm tasting the green peppers. So yeah, we don't want that. We just want a little bit there. Okay, just a little bit representation. I think that's going to do it. Now for the red, that's going to be at the end when I pull it out of the oven, and that is a surprise, and it might blow some of y'all's mind, because you're like, what? But yeah, my spidey senses got tingling, and I'm like, well, first I wanted to go with cranberry sauce, and the Dollar General, you let me down, because according to the website, you're supposed to have it, you sell it, but at my local store, I looked, and it was nowhere to be found, so I was like, okay, my spidey senses kicked in. I was like, I think I can come up with a substitute. We'll show you what that's all about once the pizza's done. Going in the oven now, 385, probably for 15 minutes. Okay, we're back. Pizza's out of the oven. I had to put it, leave it in there for like an additional 3 minutes, so it ended up being like 385 for 18 minutes. But I did leave the crust a little bit thicker. This is almost like a Detroit style, right? So there you go, Josh. I know your mom's a Detroit Lions fan. But yeah, there we go. We got the pizza out, and we're ready to do our final ingredient. We're ready to add our red ingredient. What would that be, Retro, since you couldn't find the cranberry sauce? I did put a little bit of some strawberry preserves in a bowl here and nuked it for a little bit. So that's going to give us our red. That's going to give us our classic green and red for Christmas colors. Just kind of drizzle it here. Like, yeah, just a drizzling. Maybe should have nuked it a little bit longer so it was more liquidy. I guess instead of, I guess like straight, you know, like a zigzag line with a crosshair would look better, but it's not as liquidy. Like I said, should have nuked it a little bit longer, but hey, we got some red on there. We're I guess we're just kind of splatting it on there. How about that? It's still gonna do the trick. So there you go, guys. What do you think of my Christmas turkey pizza? Let me get a pot holder here so I can hold it up close to the camera so you can get a better view of it. Yeah. How is that looking? Would you guys try this, or would you say you've lost your mind? I don't think I have. I'm maybe slightly eccentric, and I'll admit that, but I think I might have pulled this off. What do you guys think? Well, we'll soon know. I gotta turn into it, and we gotta taste it out. All right, let's cut this bad boy. I can't do it as good as that Papa John's guy. So yeah, I try to whip you guys up some good stuff here on the channel. So, you know, just like the song and my towel says, if you're gonna whip it good. Right? It's not too late to whip it good. You must whip it. I'm going for the one in the middle. How about that? Like Rocky did when Paulie told him to. When Drago saw, when Rocky was seeing 3 of Drago, he's like, "Get the one in the middle." There you go. There's a slice. That's a pretty big slice. I'll admit that. But we're gonna dive in here into it and taste it out. I might have to let it cool down a little bit. It's actually feeling okay. Cheers to the soon return of the Lord Jesus Christ. You serious? I'm going for another bite. A little hot. This might be one pizza that you can actually drink milk with, and I'm going to do it. That is some comfort food, right? Going like to the next level. Would you guys try this, or does this too far out there? Is this too radical? I need to get a little bit more preserves on there. I'm gonna get some more, drizzle some more in there. But you guys got the idea. You got. I think you saw my my vision for this. I think I pulled it off. Can I get anybody out there to say, it appears you pulled it off, Retro? Can I get anybody to say that? But in my mind, he's pointing to the stands, you know it. Crap, boom, I knocked out a homie. Yeah, right. Knocked out a homie on this one. This might be my most far out creation on the channel. I don't know. That's a matter of opinion. That's up for debate. But definitely, Merry Christmas, guys. And as long as we are here, until Jesus comes for us, You know, I'm glad you're part of the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'm glad you're here. Right, all of you who like, and you know, for you subscribers that you like and you leave a comment, I appreciate it. It helps the channel out a lot. And hey, we're growing, but we're growing slowly. But hey, you know, slow and steady wins the race, right? Just like the tortoise and the hare. There you go. So, Merry Christmas. I hope all of your family is happy and healthy. I'm going to say a quick prayer for y'all. And if we're still here, and, you know, all throughout next year, like I said, until Jesus comes, I'm going to be here just trying to whip up some good content for you guys. And, you know, also, you know, of course, the retro video games and all that. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. I hope to see you Christmas Eve on 9 p.m. for my Merry Christmas from Gotham City, where I play a retro Batman game, right? So we got one lined up for this year, and I'll give you a hint right now. It is on the Sega Genesis, so we are headed back to the Sega room. So we'll see you next time, guys. So once again, Merry Christmas, and we'll catch you later. Until next time, have a good one, and I'll see you when I see you. But if this is your first time to the channel, tap subscribe, and then the bell ding ding so you're notified when I upload new videos. So until next time, guys, stay frosty, keep it retro, and come Lord Jesus.
I mean, gravy.
Yeah, popcorn party!
And liftoff. We have liftoff. Challenger has cleared the tower.